And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 291. Let us go back to the mixer brush and we talk a little bit about the loading. Once again, B is the short key for the toolbox. If you can't find it, press B and then right click on the box. And then you should see the mixer brush. Then we make the foreground color red. And I now can paint on it like with the regular brush. And if I just left click, you can see this is actually what's being stacked when I left click, hold and then drag. But this only works because I've got this option right here active. Load the brush after each stroke. So this should be highlighted by default. If it isn't, what's going to happen is I unload my brush. In this case, there's a lot of load added because right here I've got it set to 100%. Then we go down to maybe like 8% and then I left click drag. And there you go. It fades out at this point. And you can also see the color swatch, which was red. This is now transparent. So it has this checkerboard design and is an indicator of it being unloaded. So when I now left click drag, I cannot add any red color anymore because this brush is simply empty. Let me add a bluish color. You see the bluish color swatch. It's loaded. I can left click drag and now it's empty. Color swatch changes to the checkerboard design. And no matter what I do, I cannot paint anything anymore because the brush is simply empty. If you use the drop down here next to the swatch, you can actually manually load your brush. So left click on it, paint, and then it's deloaded. Again, this also works for the red color. So I load the brush manually and I can paint again. You can now directly see why it's a good idea to have this icon checked. So usually you want that after each stroke it should automatically load. If you run into problems, check this icon. Let's get back to a reddish color, paint a little bit, and you can see doing that manually is very tedious. So make sure it's checked. Obviously how far you can paint is determined here by the value for load. And there's also a clear brush option, so you can manually clear it, deload it. One more thing to add about the load is when we keep it to 8%, let me press Ctrl Z here. You know what, let me go to 5%, I left click drag. But I want to do that on a new layer. So it kind of stops right here. But if I make that 150, so it's now 3 times as big, I still have 5% load. And now it covers way more distance. Let me do that on a different layer as well. 150, 5% load. But if we now compare the size, so press Ctrl T and I size that down, holding Shift, you can now see this is actually the same load. But as we've sized our brush up 3 times from 50 to 150 pixels, now 5% load will cover 3 times the distance. So that's something to keep in mind when you work with these loads and your brush size. We go back to 50. We don't need these layers anymore. I create a new one. And here I have a simple smiley icon. I switch to this layer, hold Alt. And if I then left click, I'm gonna have this one sampled. And you can actually see it now in the swatch. So we have the smiley. We go to the empty layer and I paint. With a simple left click, you can see the smiley. And if I left click drag, these multiple smileys will overlap. And if I size up my brush, this will actually size up the smiley. Obviously it becomes a little bit blurry due to the resolution, but you can see how that works. We press Ctrl Z, and we're gonna talk about the image that I've got right here. Already shown you in the last video. Let me go back to 50 pixels. You can sample colors from there, but you obviously have to be on that layer so that it works. And if you get this warning message right here, just confirm you want to rasterize it, and then you can hold Alt, left click and watch the color swatch. I can now paint this segment of the image, and this creates interesting results when you play around here with the left click drag. But here's one more thing to add. Let us use this bluish area. And now if I go to the color swatch and I use load solid colors only, I switch back to the IMG. And if I sample here, you can see it only samples a single color. So when you've got that checked, only a single color will be isolated. When you hold Alt and pick it, when you've got it unchecked, an entire area will be sampled. And this is how I can load the mixer brush in Photoshop. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.